Whoa, ever scarfed down a giant pizza and then instantly felt that surge of energy? Or maybe you've been there, staring at a salad, wondering, how in the world is this gonna power my day? Well, get ready, because your body's secret food to energy superpower is way cooler than you think. Have you ever wondered how that delicious bite actually becomes the zap you feel? Today, we're unlocking that mystery, making it so easy you'll be an energy-making expert by the end. Get excited. Okay, massive science vibes coming your way. Have you ever munched on a delicious snack or powered through a tough workout and then felt that incredible surge of energy? Like, bam, you're ready for anything. But have you ever stopped to wonder, how does your body actually do that? How does that yummy food turn into the literal power that lets you think, run, laugh, and even just be? It's not magic, my friends. It's mind-blowing biology. And today, we're diving in. Get ready to unlock the secrets. Think of your body like the most incredible, high-performance machine ever built. And just like any machine, it needs fuel to run, right? For a car, it's gasoline. For a campfire, it's wood. But for you, it's the food you eat. Carbs, fats, proteins, these are your body's ultimate power sources. But here's the kicker. Your body doesn't just burn that food like a log in a fireplace. Oh no, it's way, way more sophisticated than that. Instead, your body has a super special energy currency. Imagine you have a big pile of cash, but to buy a candy bar, you need to break it down into tiny coins, right? That's kind of what happens with your food. Your body converts the big cash of food into tiny, universally usable energy coins called ATP. Say it with me, ATP. This is adenosine triphosphate, and it's the ultimate power pellet for every single thing your cells do. Think of it like tiny rechargeable batteries that power everything from your beating heart to your brilliant brain. So how do we get from a big, delicious sandwich to these tiny ATP batteries? It all starts in your digestive system. This is like your body's amazing food processing plant. When you chew, you're physically breaking down food. Then, in your stomach and intestines, powerful chemicals, enzymes, jump into action, chemically dismantling those giant food molecules. Carbohydrates get broken down into simple sugars like glucose. Proteins turn into amino acids. And fats, they become fatty acids and glycerol. We're turning big into small people. Once your food is broken down into these super tiny building blocks, especially glucose, which is a superstar fuel source, it's time for them to enter the main transportation highway, your bloodstream. Imagine your small intestine walls are like super absorbent sponges, soaking up all these nutrients and sending them straight into your blood. Now these precious fuel molecules are zipping around, ready to be delivered to every single cell in your body, from your tippy toes to your brainy head. All right, so the blood is carrying our glucose and other nutrients to billions of cells. Each one of your cells is like a tiny house, and it needs that fuel. But how does the glucose get inside the cell? Well, cells have special doorways or gates on their surface, and often they need a special key to open those doors. That key is a hormone called insulin. It's like the friendly doorman, letting glucose into the cell where the real energy-making magic happens. Once inside the cell, our glucose has a very important destination, the mitochondria. If you've heard the phrase, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, give yourself a high five because it's absolutely true. These are like tiny, super efficient energy factories inside almost every single one of your cells. They're where the vast majority of your ATP, those energy coins, are actually minted. This is where the magic really happens. Before glucose even gets to the mitochondria, it has a little pre-party in the cell's main living room, the cytoplasm. Here, a process starts where glucose is partially broken down into smaller pieces. It's like getting your ingredients prepped before the main cooking event. This initial step produces a tiny bit of ATP, just enough to get things going. But the real energy jackpot is still waiting. Now, those smaller glucose pieces march right into the mitochondria, and this is where things get truly epic. Inside these powerhouses, those glucose fragments are completely disassembled, piece by piece. This intricate dance releases a whole bunch of tiny, high-energy electrons. Think of these electrons like tiny sparks. And here's the crucial part. Your body needs oxygen to catch these sparks. Oxygen acts like a final electron magnet, pulling them through a complex chain of reactions, almost like a waterfall generating electricity. As those electrons cascade down this waterfall, they power a special enzyme called ATP synthase. This enzyme is like a tiny molecular turbine. It literally spins, and in doing so takes ADP, which is like a half-charged battery, and slaps another phosphate onto it, turning it into a fully charged ATP battery. Boom! This is where the bulk of your energy currency is created. It's an incredibly efficient, beautiful system. While we focused on glucose because it's the body's quick and easy go-to, don't forget fats and proteins. Your body is super smart. It can also break down fatty acids and amino acids and feed them into the mitochondria's energy-making machinery. Fats in particular are incredible long-term energy stores, packed with even more energy per gram than carbs. Your body is truly a master of fuel flexibility. So, why does any of this matter to you? Well, for starters, remember that oxygen we talked about? The one that catches those electron sparks in the mitochondria? That's why you need to breathe. Every breath you take is literally fueling your body's ATP factories. If you don't get enough oxygen, your cells can't make ATP efficiently, and that's when you feel tired, out of breath, or your muscles start burning during a tough workout. This whole process also explains why different foods affect your energy levels differently. Simple sugars give you a quick burst because they're easily broken down into glucose. Complex carbs, like whole grains, release glucose more slowly and steadily, giving you sustained energy. And fats, they're amazing for long-term power, but take a bit longer to process. Understanding this helps you make smarter choices about what you eat to feel your best. So, let's quickly recap this incredible journey. You eat food, it gets broken down into tiny molecules like glucose. Those molecules travel through your blood to your cells. Inside your cells, tiny powerhouses called mitochondria use those molecules, along with oxygen, to create tons of ATP, your body's universal energy currency. It's a symphony of chemical reactions happening billions of times every second, just to keep you going. How cool is that? Every single bite you take is part of this epic, invisible process, powering your every thought, every movement, every blink. Your body isn't just a machine. It's a living, breathing, energy-converting masterpiece. And now you know a little bit more about the magic happening inside you. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, science is for everyone. Stay curious, and I'll see you next time. And that, my friends, is the mind-blowing magic of your body turning that delicious meal into pure, usable power. Isn't it incredible how those tiny mitochondria are basically your internal powerhouses? Now you know how this actually works. You've unlocked a core secret of your own amazing biology. If you're as hyped about understanding the world around you as we are, then hit that subscribe button. We're here to make science for everyone, and there's so much more awesome stuff just waiting to be explored. Keep that curiosity burning. See you next time.